Gonna go ride the bike, gonna go ride the bike. Got the new seat on. Got the mounts, got Brandon over here working on my bike because the back tire decided to completely shit out. Alright guys, looking at the guts of the bike. One of these days I might put the controller on outside, but there's no real need to here in SF. So if anyone's planning or has to take apart their wheel in the back ever anytime soon, yes, I would recommend that you take off the seat. Then you're gonna take off the cover, take out the battery, then you kind of look for the phase wire that comes from the actual hub motor. You have to disconnect that. Then you have to take off the zip ties, cut those bad boys off, take off all the bolts, you have to take off your torque arms, and then gingerly, if you can, slide that bad boy out. The buckets almost work perfectly for this too. Because for the size of the motor too. Okay, I have to loosen that nut on the valve, and then you can pop basically the wheel off, and then. So guys, if you don't know what those things are, they're basically rim protectors for when he's taking that off. Nice. Good job, man. Holy shit. I think you just spent like 5,000 calories just putting this fucking tire back on this goddamn hub. Holy shit. Look at that. You work on taking off the wheel or the tire, then you put the inner tube in, then you put the wheel back on, which that is the biggest probably pain in the ass, I think, for anyone to do. Oh, also check to make sure that there's no punctures with inside the tire. As you can see, we found this thing right here. That little hole. Wheels back on, so you guys can see right there. Which that took some doing. And the chain's going back on. Red locker or?
Yeah. I try to do everything the right way.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Not many of these, so I mean.
Yeah, of course. Guys, if you notice here, we got that red locker to keep those bolts where they should be. Because I've noticed in the groups in the Onyx forum that there's a lot of people whose bolts are moving around. Alright, guys, everything's going back on. Got the pegs back on. Putting back in the battery. Can't wait for that 50 out to get here. Brandon did a really good job. Guys, this is like if you owned a Honda and you had a Honda tech come to your place and work on your shit. Yeah, I know people are getting little stoppers right here for the bumpers. so
Yeah.
that way the handlebars aren't hitting here on the thing. Which, I mean, it makes
It's
sense.
a lot nicer.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely agree with you.
Running, got everything back on. Everything's looking good. The tire feels amazing now. Brandon put a lot of work into this, guys, so yeah, hit him up sometime, especially in the Bay Area. We filled up the tire pressure, so this one's at least at around 30. This one's still around like 20 or so. To be careful to not bend the rim.